Hi, my name is Sarah, and I am a scientist. When you imagine a scientist, you might picture someone in a lab coat and goggles, using things like chemicals or a microscope, but I don't do any of that. Everything I do is on a computer. My research involves writing code that takes in biological data, like the genetic sequence of a DNA sample, and outputs some sort of result or analysis. This code can then be shared or reused with new information to get new results. This field is called computational biology and is essentially creating and applying computational tools to analyze biological data. Computational biology also involves conducting fully computational experiments. These are termed in silico, named after the silicon chips in computers, meaning they involve computational modeling or simulation. This phrase is inspired by the Latin terms we use to describe other experiments. In vitro, meaning within glass, referring to doing an experiment in a test tube or a dish with cells or microorganisms, and in vivo, meaning in a living thing, referring to doing an experiment with a living system or organism like a plant or animal. These three types of experiments are not done solely in isolation. Instead, they're often used together, with data and information from one experiment providing ways to inform and improve others. These experiments aren't limited just to the field of biology, and computational techniques are used in all types of scientific fields, from astronomy to biomedical science, chemistry and climatology, genetics, neurology, and so many more. Computational techniques involve things like building models or simulations to predict outcomes, or using statistics and visualizations to interpret results and identify trends. With vast amounts of data in science and more being collected every day, it can be extremely complicated or impossible to interpret this data by hand, which is why computational science is so important. As a computational scientist, my goal is to develop and use innovative tools that simplify the understanding of all this information, leading to insights and solutions to scientific questions. If you're interested in computational science, research, genomics, programming, and having a little fun along the way, subscribe to Sarah in Silico and join me in unraveling the mysteries of life through lines of code.